Alright, so I saw Aladdin this weekend, and let me tell you, man, it sucked. It was really, really bad. Alright, so like, right away in the beginning, they suck any kind of like tension out of the film, because you see the genie in human form, so you already know everything's going to work out okay. I mean, if you've seen the original, you know anyway, but if this is like your first time seeing the movie, like, oh, there it is. Spoiler, everything's going to be fine. Alright. It kind of proved that this shouldn't have been live action. None of the cartoony stuff from the original really translates well to this this live action stuff. I mean, let's just talk about the genie. Everyone wants to know about the genie. Will Smith tries. He tries. Actually, listen, Will Smith, I really liked him when he was in his human form with Aladdin, like acting on the same like set and stuff in person. A lot of his charm came through. But the blue genie, let me tell you, man, the blue genie is awful. And I wasn't even, like, I know a lot of people shit on it, and I made fun of it, but I didn't really care. I thought it would have been okay. But man, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. It's kind of mind-blowing that they made it that far into the movie without realizing how terrible it was. Oh, so Disney, like, patted themselves on the back for hiring 2 non-white people to be Aladdin and Jasmine, which is smart. They should have. That makes sense. But then it kind of gets ruined because they have American accents. They're the only 2 people in the movie that have American accents, and it's real jarring when they're talking to other people. And, you know, I'll give credit where it's due. The guy playing Aladdin was actually pretty good. And the girl playing Jasmine, I'm actually a fan of. She was in the new Power Rangers movie. She was in a TV show I used to watch. Really cute, major babe. But a good actress, too. And she had a friend that they made up for this version of the movie. I'm blanking on her name. If I try to do it, I'll butcher her name. But a really good actress who's been on Curb Your Enthusiasm, I think Saturday Night Live, but she was also in People of Earth, which was a really great show, but it got canceled. So this movie reminded me of a show that got canceled, so I was really pissed about that. I think one of the biggest problems is the movie wasn't funny. I didn't laugh once during it. I heard there were three or four people in my theater. 2 of them were sleeping. I heard one person laugh the entire movie. And that was it. And that's not good for, you know, something that's supposed to be kind of like a comedy. Or have comedic scenes that no one's laughing. It's bad. So yeah, I don't know. It didn't work. It reminded me of Beauty and the Beast, where like, could you not bite that? This is expensive. It reminded me of Beauty and the Beast, where the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, why don't I just watch the original? Do you mind? I'm telling you about the movie. I guess we'll get to it. You want to listen to this part. Jafar is awful in this movie. He is I know, hello filmmakers, Jafar was terrible. He's just not scary at all. He doesn't seem like Jafar. He doesn't look like Jafar. You know what? There's a guard in the movie. I think his name's Akeem. He looks more like the classic Jafar than the guy they got to play Jafar. And every time they have a scene together, I'm like, why is that guy not Jafar? And part of me is like, oh, maybe this guy can sing. But Jafar doesn't sing in this version. So that was real bizarre. And listen, are you listening? You listening to me? They butchered Iago. I know. He's ashamed. They butchered Iago. So everyone wanted Gilbert Gottfried to come back, which I agree. I did work with Gilbert Gottfried before. He was very, very nice. But they got Alan Tudyk to play him. Yeah, look, he got excited because Alan Tudyk's a really good voice actor. And where are you going? So he's a really great voice actor, really, really funny. But they didn't let his personality go through. They made him act like a real parrot. Like, he is talking, but it sounds like he's mimicking everything, which wasn't what Iago did. And actually, you are more animated and charismatic than the friggin' Iago in this movie. Like, the whole time he's going, right, here comes the master, right, what did I just say, right? You don't do the right? I will say this, though. There was a really cool part where Iago turns into a giant... Could you stop biting this? So yeah, there's a really cool part where Iago turns into a giant bird. It's when Jafar becomes a sorcerer. and he's chasing them all throughout Agrabah. And actually, that part was really, really cool. Problem is, now that we got Giant Iago, they ditched the giant snake from the... As soon as I stop mentioning Iago, he turns around. Okay, they ditched the giant snake from the original, the Snake Jafar, and I was real excited to see Snake Jafar. But that was gone. But the parrot kind of made up for it. I think instead of watching the movie, when the scene's on YouTube, I'll show you the scene on YouTube. I think you're really going to like it. So another thing about Iago that you're going to hate is they never say his name. When Jafar gets sucked into the lamp at the end, when he's Genie Jafar, he grabs Iago and he's like, "You're coming with me, parrot." He calls him parrot. He doesn't even call him Iago. Isn't that messed up? So don't see Aladdin. It kind of sucks. If you're excited about the music, just listen to it online or get the album. When it's eventually on video, maybe watch some music videos from the movie, like the music scenes. I wouldn't sit throughout the whole film. I mean, the two leads are good. Their accents are real jarring. Will Smith is hit and miss, but he's more of a miss than he is a hit. They ruined Jafar, and they ruined Iago. What do you think about that? What, now that I've told you all this, what are your thoughts on Aladdin? I know, he's gasping at how bad it is, right? And now he's hungry. Let's go get some food.